now. So now in today's session, we'll see that export all operation. That already we have discussed that as part of data loader, we are able to perform the various DML operations. Like we have done with the insert operation, we have done with the update operation, how to upsert the records we have discussed, deleting the records also we have discussed, export operation also we are done. So now we'll see remaining two operations, export all and the hard delete. How to enable this hard delete option, what kind of permissions are required when coming to the profile level, and how to enable this, how to delete the records, we'll see practically. Now, so now that already we have discussed the export operation. Export means what? Fetching the data from the Salesforce object to a local system. So whatever the objects are available inside your organization, so in those objects we're having some set of records, and then those records we can able to export into our local system in terms of the CSV file by using this export operation over here. So then what do you mean by this export all? Okay, what do you mean by this export all? Now, for example, come to a scenario. Assume that I have an account object. So inside my account object, I'm having some 100 records. I have inserted some 100 records. So now I'm performing the export operation here. Export operation. So once I perform the export operation, it will export all the 100 records. Okay, all the 100 records. It will export that. Now I have removed some 10 records. Okay, assume that I have removed some 10 records from this object here. I have removed 10 records. So whenever I'm removing some 10 records, then where these records will go? These records will go into that recycle bin. These records will go into the recycle bin. So now in my object, how many records are available? Now I'm having some 90 records are available inside my object. Okay. Once I remove some 10 records, then the remaining 90 records will be there inside my object here. So now if you export this one, if you perform the export operation, it will return only the 90 records. Whatever the 90 records are available inside that object, only those records will be getting returned to you. But sometimes I want complete 100 records also. That means whatever the records currently available inside the object and whatever the deleted records from this object, both I want over here in this case. Okay, I want the records which are currently available inside the object and the deleted one also. So now in this case, how can we fetch the records from an object including deleted records also? So at that time, we have to use an option called as export all. Export all in the sense, don't expect all the object records or not all records in the object. So now export all means it will be exporting all the records available inside the object including deleted records also. So now here you can raise a question. So will this recycle bin is a separated table? No. Recycle bin is not a separated table. Recycle bin is just a feature which has been given by the Salesforce. Then what this feature contains, it will be collecting only those records which has been removed from that object here. So in this case, you can raise a question, whenever I'm removing the record, then where this record will go? Record will be there in the object itself. Okay, record will be there in the object itself, but internally Salesforce is maintaining one additional column in every object that is called as is deleted. Okay, is deleted. So is deleted is yes checkbox type of field over here. It's a checkbox field which will be holding the value either true or false. Along with the record, it will be holding this is deleted field value also. So now whenever I'm going to be creating the record, nothing but if the record is exist in the object here, the record is exist in the object, then in this case here, for this is the deleted field, okay, for is the deleted field, it will be having the value as false. Okay, it will be having the value as false. That means this record is not a deleted one. False means not. Now, is deleted equals to false means record is not a deleted one. Record is currently exist in the object here. If the record has been removed, okay, if the record has been removed, then it is going to be making this is a deleted field value equals to true. That's it. That means it's a boolean flag which is maintaining inside your object's field that is called as is deleted, which is a checkbox field over here, so which will be indicating true or false values based on this flag. Based on this true or false flag, it is going to be indicating whether this record is a deleted one or record is not a deleted one. Here we can identify. So whenever we are going to be exporting the records, at that time it will fetch only those records whose is the deleted field value equals to true. Sorry, the false. That means it will get only those records available inside the object, so whose is the deleted field value equals to false. That means record is not a deleted one. Suppose when you click on the recycle bin, it will collect only those records whose is the deleted field value equals to true. That means is a deleted equals to true means record is a deleted one. So only the deleted records will be getting visible upon click on this recycle bin. So that in every object, in every standard, in every custom object, Salesforce is maintaining one additional field called as is deleted, which will be holding the true or false value, which will indicate whether a record is a deleted one or not. Now, so now here in this case here, whenever I'm using this export all operation, export all is going to be fetching the data from the object including deleted records also here. Now, it will export all the records exist inside the object including deleted records also. Including deleted records also here. That flexibility is available to you with the help of this export all. Now, so now let's see how can we export all the records available inside my object here. Now, so let me take an object. For example, I'm having an account object. In my account object, I'm having some 27 records are there. Okay, I'm having some 27 records are there. Now let me check into the recycle bin. Do we have any deleted records? Yes. Okay. We are having some deleted records available here. How many records are available? 9 records are available. So these are the 9 account records are available which are deleted one. Okay, which are deleted one. That means in the recycle bin we are having some 9 account records are available. In my actual account object I'm having that 27 records are available here. Okay, 27 records are available. Now, if you are exporting this one, generally if you are using that export button, okay, if you are using this export button, now this export button will fetch only this 27 records over here, not the deleted one. It will fetch only this 27 records available inside the object currently. Suppose if I'm using this export all, okay, if I'm using this export all button, it will get the records which are currently available inside the object. That means this 27 records it will fetch, and along with the deleted records, nothing but deleted 9 records also it will fetch. The flexibility is available here. So in order to get the deleted records also from your object, we are using export all button. Now let's see how can we export these records. Now let's see practically here. So now click on export all button here to export these records. Click on export all. I want to collect all these account records, so that I'm selecting the object as account. Select the destination folder where exactly you want to save this information. I'm selecting the location over here. Accounts export all.csv. I'm giving the file name as accounts export all.csv. Now click on next button. Select what columns information you would like to fetch. I would like to fetch this columns information ID that I told you Salesforce is maintaining one field called as is deleted. See, inside my account object there is a field called as is deleted field also here. I would like to fetch this information also. Along with that, I want the name column. I want the type column. And then I want that phone and the fax column values. I want that website column information, industry and annual revenue information also, ownership information also, rating also, and I would like to get the active checkbox column also. Active checkbox. So these are the records I would like to fetch. So now these are the columns information I would like to fetch. I'm fetching that ID column value is a deleted column value, name column, type column, phone column, fax, website, industry, annual revenue, ownership, rating, active column here. So now I would like to fetch all these columns information. Now click on finish. Now it is indicating that you have chosen to perform and export all record, including deleted records also. Okay, including deleted records. Now, if you want to proceed, then click on yes. So now click on yes button. Now it will proceed over here. So now totally there were 36 successful extractions and the 0 errors. So now here in this case here, now 36 records has been extracted over here. So why 36 records? In my record object we are having actual 27 records. In recycle bin we are having 9 records. 27 plus 9 now. So 27 plus 9, that will be 36 records over here. So now let's go to your exported files. Go to your exported file, that is called as export all. So now we can able to fetch all the 36 records here. Totally 37 rows are available here, including this header also. Nothing but the first column is a header column. So now remaining 36 are the records available. So now from this one, which records are deleted one here I want to know. So now there is a column called as is the deleted column over here. So based on that we can identify these are the records are having the value as false. False means what? Is deleted equals to false. That means these are the actual records available inside my object here. So for few records it is having the value true. That means what? These are the deleted records over here. Suppose if you want to filter it out, then add the filter over here. Okay, click on filter option here. Add the filters. I would like to add the filter. Now here. So we have added the filters over here. Now select that option over here. I want to get only that undeleted record. So that means is the deleted field value equals to false. Now click on OK. Now we can able to see this records over here. So these are the 26 records are available which are not a deleted one. Sorry, the 27 records. Okay, which are not a deleted one over here. Now, for example, if you want to see the deleted one, so select that value true. Okay, select that value true. Click on OK. Now these are the records which are deleted one, which are available inside my recycle bin over here. These are the 9 records which are deleted one. Like that, we can able to extract both the records which are currently available inside the object and along with the deleted records also. Okay, the flexibility is available as part of export all. Now, the next one. The last operation is hard delete. So what do you mean by this hard delete option over here? You know delete option. That means whatever the unnecessary records are available inside your object, those records we can remove. Okay, the unnecessary records we can remove from your object. So then what will happen whenever I'm removing some records from my object, then those records will move into the recycle bin. Okay, those records will move into the recycle bin. In the recycle bin, how long time those records will exist? Up to 15 days. The deleted records will be available inside the recycle bin for 15 days, and once the records are older than 15 days, then those records will be getting removed permanently from your Salesforce object without any prior notification to you. So in this case, then what do you mean by this hard delete? Sometimes I want to remove the records from the object. Okay. Sometimes I want to remove the records from the object permanently over here. Okay, permanently. That means here, I don't want to move the record to the recycle bin. Once I click on delete button or once I click on the delete operation, then without moving the record to the recycle bin, straight forward, it has to remove the record permanently from my Salesforce instance. Like as when you go to your normal Windows operating system, once you delete a file, it will go to the recycle bin. From there, we can move it back to that actual place. Suppose if I'm using shift delete, then it will be removing permanently over here. It won't move to the recycle bin. Like the similar way here also, the hard delete is like as a shift delete button when coming to the Windows operating system. So that whenever I'm removing some records, whenever I'm deleting some records from my object, those records will directly removing from the object permanently without moving these records to the recycle bin. So that to remove those records permanently, we have to use this hard delete option over here. Now by using this operation, we can remove the records permanently from the object. Permanently from the object without moving to the recycle bin. Okay, without moving to the recycle bin. So that those records will be getting removed permanently over here. So that these hard deleted records cannot be restored back. Now, the hard deleted records can't be restored. Can't be restored back to the actual object. These records, we can't restore it back over here. So now in this case, how can we perform the hard delete operation? Now, in order to perform the hard delete operation, we need a special permission. Okay, we need a special permission in the profile level. Okay, in the profile level, we need a special permission. Then what is that special permission? That special permission is called as bulk API hard delete. Okay, bulk API hard delete. So now, to perform the hard delete operation, we need the bulk API hard delete permission in the profile level. In the profile level. So in the profile level, we require this bulk API hard delete permission. Then only we can able to delete the records permanently in one shot. Without moving to the recycle bin, we can remove those records permanently from your instance itself. Then in this case, where is this permission available over here? Now, let's go to that user's profile over here. You know that profile, how to configure the profiles, everything you are aware of that. Go to that user. Go to the training back user and his profile, that is system administrator. So you can search for this information. Bulk API hard delete. There is a checkbox. Okay, so there is a checkbox is available here. Bulk API hard delete. If this checkbox has been selected, then only you can able to remove the records permanently from your Salesforce instance. If this checkbox is not selected, then we can't use that hard delete operation. Okay, you can't perform hard delete operation here. So this is the special permission that we need in the profile level over here. Now here in this case, can I enable this option for the system administrator profile over here? Because system administrator is a standard profile which has been given by Salesforce. That's what during the security concept I told you clearly. So now don't use the standard profiles to your users. Please create your own custom profiles by cloning an existing one and assign that custom profile to the user. Why? Because is in the standard profile, all the options are not editable. This is not fully customizable. We can customize the standard profiles up to some extent only. And that too, standard profiles can't be removable from your organization. That will be fixed one. Now, so now when you go to my system administrator profile, let's go to the edit button here. Try to modify that option, try to enable the checkbox over here. So now let's go to that bulk API hard delete here. This is the checkbox. Now when I try to select this one, I'm unable to select because this is a standard profile. We can't edit all the options here. Okay, we can't edit all the options over here. So that what I want to do is I want to select a user. Okay, I want to select a user who is using the custom profile. Okay, who is using that custom profile. So with that user, I would like to log in here and then I would like to remove those records. Okay, now let's see practically in this case. Now, so let's verify the records over here. Get the records. So for these records, who is the owner right now? Training batch. Okay, let me change this owner over here. For these 10 records, I would like to change the ownership over here to the development user. I would like to use the development user account because development user is using that custom profile where he is using that Salesforce license. So that I would like to transfer these records to the particular user so that he can able to delete those things. Now, let me transfer few records. So I'm transferring to the development user now. Next. Take the second record, few more records as well. I'm changing this to development user. Third record also, I'm changing it to development user. Because that already we have discussed that other users can able to see your record, other users can modify your record. But the other users can't remove your record over here. So that's what here I'm transferring some of the records to the development user so that we can log in with the development user account and then we can perform the hard delete operation. I'm transferring this record ownership to development user. You know how to transfer the record ownership to the development users here. During that read write transfer option we have discussed. Now assume that these are the 6 records here. Okay, these are the 6 records. Okay, which we have, for which I would like to update that. I would like to perform the hard delete operation here. So let me get here one more record is available, data loader account 6. I'm changing this ownership. Now, so these are the 7 records here. Okay, let me transfer the, I have transferred the record ownership. Now I would like to delete the records over here. So now in this case here, how can we enable the hard delete button here? So now in order to enable the hard delete button, okay, we have to enable that permission over here. Okay, now let's go to that development user, users, Go to the development users profile, that is CIS Salesforce profile. This is my custom profile which I have created. Click on edit button. Now here you can select the checkbox bulk API hard delete. I would like to grant this permission. Select this checkbox right now. Now click on save. So now here I have enabled this option. So now I want to log in into the data loader with this user profile so that I can able to remove those records here permanently. Then how can we enable here? So let me log out and log in into that user account over here. Now log in into that user account over here. So what is my development user ID? So this is the user ID over here. And then I would like to enter the password. Along with that, we have to generate the security token also here. I would like to generate the security token as well here. Then how can we generate? So now let me log in into the development user account. Okay, by using a separate browser. I'm using a Firefox browser to log in into the development user account separately. Now, so now I would like to get the security token, so that click on my settings, expand the personal, here we have to reset your security token over here. So now security token is not at, the option is not yet available here. Okay, security token option is not available. So why this option is not available here? Now, so why? Because is here we are going to be verifying that permission. Let me go to this. Let's verify, do we have any login hours has been configured over here? Login hours or login IP ranges has been configured. Let's cross check that. Go to the user's profile level. Anywhere have you configured that login hours or login IP ranges? Here we haven't configured anything as of now. Go to the development users profile. So let's verify, do we have any login IP ranges? See, login IP ranges. That's what it is not showing this option. I'm deleting this login IP ranges over here. I have removed. Now let's go to your Firefox browser. Refresh this user interface. Expand the personal. Now let's see. Now we got the option reset my security token over here. Okay, reset my security token. So now click on reset my security token. Click on reset this. Then your security token has been generated. It will be sending to your email ID over here. So let's log in into your email ID, whatever we have specified. What is that email ID for this user? Okay, different email ID. So let's go to your email ID, which has been specified. Now we have received the security token here. Copy this security token, paste along with your password inside the data loader, click on login. Now login is successful. Now click on cancel that. Now you can able to enable the hard delete right now over here. So how to enable the hard delete button right now? Let me show you practically. In order to enable the hard delete button, okay, go to the file menu, the settings, go to the settings, click on settings. So now here you will be having an option called as bulk API, use bulk API checkbox. Okay, use bulk API. And then along with that, you can select the checkbox, enable serial mode for bulk API. Okay, enable serial mode for bulk API. Select these two checkboxes, click on OK button. Okay, click on OK button. Now let's see. Hard delete button has been enabled for you. Okay, hard delete button has been enabled for you over here. Now, so that here, in order to enable that hard delete button, select that two checkboxes, use bulk API, and then enable serial mode for bulk API. We have to select these two checkboxes. Now, make a note. To enable the hard delete button, we need to select the below options in the data loader. Click on settings menu. From the data loader, click on settings menu item. Select the checkbox, use bulk API. Use bulk API and select the checkbox, enable serial mode for bulk API, and then click on OK button. Then the observation is it will enable the hard delete button in the data loader. Then it will enable the hard delete button in the data loader. Then how can we do this? Now let's see practically in this case. So now here in this case, once the hard delete button is available, then we need to remove the record. So we can remove the record permanently from your Salesforce instance. So that here, what records you want to remove permanently here without moving to the recycle bin. So at that time here, we need to collect those record IDs first. Okay, we need to collect those record IDs first. So let me get those record IDs over here. Let me get those record IDs. So now we are having some record IDs which has been created by this development user over here. Like data loader 1, data loader 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are not one. Now these are the records here. Data loader account 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So these are the records here which have been created by this particular user. So these are the records are available. So now for these 6 records, I would like to collect those record IDs over here. These are the record IDs are available here. I would like to copy these records. I would like to remove those records over here permanently. So that here I would like to create an Excel sheet. In that one, I would like to place all these records over here, and then I would like to save this data in the form of a .csv file. I'm creating a new one. I'm creating a new Excel sheet. Now, I'm placing this ID. Here I'm placing those IDs over here. Let me copy those. So I have pasted this record IDs here. 6 record IDs I have copied, and then I'm pasting inside this. Now, I would like to save this file. In my data loader extracts folder, I'm saving this file, accounts harddelete.csv. So now I would like to save this file with the extension harddelete.csv. Okay, now click on save. Now, so now this is the file which we have prepared here, which will be having the 6 account records here. Okay, whose owner will be the development user, and then he can able to remove these records also permanently from this Salesforce instance. Now, so in this case, how can we use this file to remove these records permanently? We'll see practically now. So now let's go to the data loader. Click on hard delete. I'm giving this password authentication. And I would like to paste my security token also. Next. Now select the object here from which you would like to remove the records. Now it is indicating clearly to you, you need the bulk API hard delete user permission to permanently delete the data. This is the special permission is required inside your profile level here. Now, so now we need to enable nothing but we need to have the special permission, okay, bulk API hard delete user permissions. Now, so now select the object from which you would like to remove these records permanently. So selecting that account object, select the CSV file where exactly the record IDs are available, because to remove the records we need the record ID. That record ID is sufficient. Select that browse button, select the file where exactly the IDs has been placed. Click on next button. So now it is indicating that your operation will contain 6 records, right? Because here we have placed that 6 record IDs here. Now, okay, correct. So now map that columns over here. I would like to map automatically, so that I'm selecting that auto match columns to that. Click on OK. Whatever the ID field is available inside my object, and then whatever the column available inside my Excel sheet with the ID, both I would like to match. Click on next. So now here it is indicating one more message to you. You are about to permanently delete the data. This can't be undone, nothing but we can't restore these records back to the actual object here. So the records will not be available in your recycle bin. That means without moving the records to the recycle bin, it will remove the records permanently over here. Then if you want to continue, then you can select the checkbox here. I understand, let me finish. Now select the checkbox. Okay, I understand that, nothing but I know that. So let me complete this operation to remove the records permanently from a Salesforce instance without moving to the recycle bin. Now click on finish. Then it will give one more message again to you. Click on finish. Now it is indicating that you are about to permanently delete the data. This can't be undone and the records will not be available in the recycle bin. And then this is the operation. This is the functionality. And then it is indicating you need bulk API hard delete user permission to permanently remove the record from that object here. So do you want to continue or not? Yes, I want to continue. So click on yes. Now it is indicating that it is performing that hard delete operation to you. So now it is indicating that the results, the operation has fully completed. There were 6 successful hard deletes and then 0 errors. That means all the records has been removed successfully without moving to the recycle bin. Let's go to your extracted files over here. Now 2 files has been generated to you. One is a success file, second one is a failure file is available here. Now this is the success file. Open that success file. Now it is indicating that now the item hard deleted. Okay. So these are the 6 records are available here. These 6 records has been removed permanently from your Salesforce instance over here. Okay. So this is how we can able to perform the hard delete operation. It is a common question in every interview and in the admin certification 201 also. So to remove the records permanently, what permission that we need inside the profile level? That permission is bulk API hard delete. Okay, bulk API hard delete permission is required in order to remove the records permanently from your Salesforce instance without moving to the recycle bin. Okay, so this is the special permission is required here for the hard delete. Now, so now here in this case here, now in the entry point of view, they will raise one more question. For example, inside my Excel sheet, I am placing 5 lakhs records to insert. Okay, to insert, update, delete, whatever, anything. I have placed 5 lakhs records information inside my CSV file, which I want to insert or which I want to update, whatever. For example, insert, assume that. Then how data loader will insert all these 5 lakhs records? Will it be executing all these 5 lakhs records under a single transaction? Suppose if it is maintaining its own transaction internally by default, then at that time, upon inserting those records, from those 5 lakhs records, if any of the record has been failed to insert, okay, if any of the record has been failed to insert, at that time, the whole transaction will get rolled back. That means it will cancel all the operations inside the transaction. That means it will stop your operations. The whole previous operations will be getting cancelled. Now, in this case, how data loader is maintaining this one? Because of one record failure, I don't want to stop the remaining records operations rights. Yes. Then how it is doing that here? Internally, data loader is using a feature called as batch concept, nothing but batch programming. Internally, it is using the batch processing. Internally, it is using that batch processing over here. That means instead of performing the operations on all records at a time, it will divide those records into the various small pieces. Like for example, assume that today I would like to have the dinner. So I went to a hotel or I went to my home. I have collected the food in my plate here. The food is there inside my plate. Now, can I have the whole food at a time? No. We need to divide that food into the various small pieces. You can take a small piece and you can have it, and then one more piece, and then one more piece, and then one more piece, like that. So piece by piece, piece by piece, piece by piece we can have. That means we are dividing that whole food to the various small pieces. Like the similar way, here also when coming to the Salesforce, data loader is not considering all the records inside a single transaction. It will be dividing the records to the various small pieces. Those are called as batches. So now it will divide these records into the various batches over here. So it will take each batch record, it will process it, and then next batch process it, and then next batch process it. Like that here, it is going to be processing batch by batch, batch by batch, batch by batch. In this case, upon processing the batch records, if any of the record has been failed, at that time, it will allow the partial processing. That means what? If one record has been failed, then at that time, it won't cancel the transaction. Simply, it will ignore that record, then it will continue with the rest of the records inside the batch. So that here, data loader will allow the partial processing upon processing the records. So that here, if any of the record has been failed, then only that record will be affected. Remaining records will be processed as it is. It will continue with the rest of the records as it is here. So now here in this case, how it is dividing the records to the various batches here. So now how many records will be there per batch here? Whenever it is going to be dividing the records to the various batches, Salesforce is using the two APIs. Nothing but data loader is using the two APIs over here. The first one is the Apex API. Second one, the bulk API. So if it is using the Apex API, then in this case, okay, to divide the record to the various batches, at that time, inside this Apex API, each and every batch minimum size. The batch minimum size should be 1, and the batch maximum size should be 2000, and the batch default size 200. Okay, that means upon dividing this whole records into the various small batches, it will be considering these batch sizes. These are the sizes has been indicated by Salesforce here. The minimum batch size is 1. That means each batch should have minimum 1 record and maximum of 2000 records. Suppose if you did not specify any batch size, by default Salesforce will consider this batch size as 200. Then you can raise a question, so now where we can specify this batch size? Let's see practically. Next one. Suppose if it is using that bulk API, then at that time, not only 2000 records per batch, I would like to process more. At that time, we can able to use the bulk API. So now bulk API will have the minimum batch size as 1, maximum batch size as 10,000, default batch size as 2000 here. That means more number of records we can able to process at a time with the help of this bulk API. That means bulk records I would like to process at a time. We need to process the bulk records at a time over here. Then how can we process this bulk records at a time?